If Brad Pitt was not happy, nobody was happy.
Range Wilson.
Whenever New Regency Productions released a new movie, they would host a sneak preview screening for all of the employees. I made it a point to attend all of these screenings, both because I thought sneak previews were kind of cool, and because I knew everybody at the company and wanted to show my support. But over time, I noticed a serious problem with these screenings. Our movies all sucked. Here I am not talking about the kind of suckage that would still let the movie do well at the box office. These movies simply had no hope whatsoever, with either the critics or the general public. Sitting through these screenings was a chore, pure and simple. As far as I could tell, the movies were simply going to disappear into oblivion. And sure enough, release after release cratered at the box office. Now, this kind of problem is not uncommon in Hollywood. I mentioned it to my housemate Aaron, who said New Regency was not doing anything different from anyone else. The simple truth is, most movies suck, no matter who is releasing them. I just happened to be seeing a string of movies from the same company that had hit a cold streak, which every company was going to hit sooner or later. That said, there were whispers going around that Arnon, the billionaire founder of New Regency, was getting fed up. Arnon was not the type of guy to throw good money after bad. If New Regency did not produce a hit movie soon, he would simply take his billions and move on to other pursuits. It was in this environment that New Regency decided to bet big on a movie starring Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. That movie was called Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and it was troubled right from the start. The script was mediocre at best, and the director, Doug Liman, was young and inexperienced. That combination meant that Brad Pitt was often not happy. And if Brad Pitt was not happy, nobody was happy. Further complicating the situation was the budding off-screen romance between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. At the time, Brad and Jennifer Aniston were married but separated. Angelina, who was notorious for hooking up with her co-stars, wasted no time in filling the gap. So now, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith production team had to deal with the tabloid romance. The tensions on the set got so bad that the entire production was at risk of blowing up. If that happened, New Regency was likely doomed. The lucky guy tasked with preventing disaster turned out to be Peter Kramer. I ran into him one night after he had just left the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He looked very unhappy, so I asked him if everything was okay. He said, "All they do is yell at each other all day long." But to his everlasting credit, Kramer stayed cool under pressure. He did what he had to do to get the movie finished. The resulting raw footage was a mess, but at least we had something. The editors did their best to form some kind of coherent story out of the footage, while New Regency tried to decide how much to spend marketing the film. As it turned out, New Regency decided to bet the farm. And why not? They had Hollywood's hottest star involved in the biggest tabloid romance in years. Who really cared if the film was any good? People would turn out in droves anyway. At least that's what New Regency hoped. And since the company was already at risk, we were taking very little additional risk by spending big money to market the film. The end result from the employees' perspective was pretty darn cool. New Regency was going to splurge on a big Hollywood premiere, and not only the executives, but everyone at the company was invited. This was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to walk the red carpet at a Hollywood premiere. I was not going to miss it for anything. Tune in next time to find out what it's like to walk the red carpet at a big Hollywood premiere. Until then, regular viewers, please like, comment, and/or share. New viewers, please click the icon to subscribe, the playlist to catch up on my life videos, or watch a video that YouTube has picked for you personally. My name is Range Wilson, and I'll see you next time.